Okay, so before we actually read the paragraph, one point that I want to talk about is Dawisa versus Bipruh. So we've had Dawisa a couple times already in our reading, but lots of times people know the word Bipruh because, you know, I want to go Bipruh, I want to go because I love my mom. But Dawisa means because of, not just because, but more because of. So a little grammar technicality coming on there. So we're going to invite Ranso over with me. We have the definition in red, and we're going to make sure that you can see. Could you check my lens? Make sure that we can see all the way to this side. Everything is visible? Okay, good. So Ranso is going to go ahead and start reading, and what we need, we'll talk about. What we need to talk about, we will. Okay, go ahead, Ranso.
Yen, dun, ta, mun, lo, min, rotapiba, na, mui, dial, at, bombat, jao, tang, strong, nu,
Okay, we'll come back to that one.
umpa, hangsa, dum,
Good. Junggu.
jung, ru,
Yeah.
sakdai, slap, loy.
Whew. That was really good. Okay, stay there because I'm going to have you hold up some things for us. They're all in here. Okay. So, let's have Ranso kind of angle towards the camera. So, Yung Dang Ta, we know that. Dang Ta is one that you can sight read. Dang Ta. Each one of these that we're going to pull out now words from the paragraph that are really good to be comfortable with. Because now instead of just dang ta, we kind of just get used to seeing them together. And that means to know that, know something, all right? So we'll take that one. Mantlo. Okay, so now we have 1 point of Huffman that we're going to talk about, okay? Remember we said just a few minutes ago, talop was something that's usual or customary. So mantalop, what would it mean?
Not usual or not customary.
Not usual or customary. But you might be saying, why is it talop? Shouldn't it be talib? All right, so let's see if we have the Huffman rule. And we do. So in configuration, it's configuration 2. I'm going to show you what that is. In your cheat sheet, under configurations, it's this one, configuration 2. And in the Huffman book, it is page 26, number 7. And what is the rule? The rule is that when you have sra'a and a bantap over the final consonant, instead of ea, instead of taliyap, it's taloap. And whenever there is everything else. If it's a velar, it has the first sound. If it's everything else, it has a second sound. Well, ba is not a velar. Ga, ka, go, kongo are velars. So remember that horrible day in class when we talked about categories. I said it doesn't matter now, but it will matter later. So remember we talked about what each one of these yellow things here for categories was. So now the categories will matter sometime, but I will bet you that in a couple months, nobody is going to even think about that rule. They're going to say taloa, and they're going to know taloa, and they'll never think about Huffman rule. So if you want to memorize it, you can, but likely you will not want to. Okay. Ratapibal was the word for government. Now all of the words tonight are in colors. All the blue colors are nouns, the pink colors are verbs, the yellow colors are conjunctions, and the whites are miscellaneous. And that's because we are going to start doing some structure of sentences. Ratapibal, government. Dio, conjunction. Dio, that's. All right. Dang strong. So dang strong we had up here, complete elimination. So this is kind of like the words in the box that we did with Sachai and Susan. Dang ah, we know. Dang ah. So dang strong. Oh well, there must be some similar meaning here, and there is. Teng Srong, complete elimination. No and no. So now we're going to talk about it. So now means on. Yung ruh now lu pandai. Ruh now, live on. But this sound is going to make the same sound because of a Huffman rule. What is the rule? The rule says on page 2720 that when the sra'o, sra'u precedes a wo, in second series it will go to the crossed I sound of no. This already is the crossed I sound. So now, no and no say the same. And it means on, and it means indication of an object of the sentence. Oh, Rick is getting a headache. Okay, but we're going to explain this all in a minute. So we're almost there. Hang sa, violence. And interestingly, when you hear this prefix, it's talking about some kind of conduct. So there's a little tidbit. Jamngu, sickness, it's a noun. Okay. And then we have sakadai slap. So you might have been wondering, what is that sakadai all about? Well, for one thing, it involves a couple rules. One is on page 27, and that's for the sounding of the word sakadai. When sra'e comes before jaw, and jaw is a palatal, one of the palatal sections, then it's going to say Now, I'm going to say what I said in school, because this is really true. You should forget about it. No, but everybody reads sakadai, and they say it right. They say sakadai. They don't say sakchadai. They always say it right. I'm giving the rules because it's important to know why for some, but if you do not care why, I encourage you to just forget about it. Sakadai slap. The rules are there at the end of the entire reading class. You'll get your IPA brochure. It will have all the rules above the words, and anyone can go get the Big Fat Huffman book and just enjoy learning rules. So I'm putting it out there because some are going to wonder, why do I have to say it that way? Okay, but now we're just going to let it go. Sakadai slap. The other thing about sakadai is it takes a verb to a noun. So slap is a verb. So all of the verbs that Ranso is going to work with later, if you wanted to convert them to nouns, that's how you do it. Sakadai. Okay? We'll add a little bit of more information to that in a little bit. Okay, and mun, this is our last grammar thing about Ranso's paragraph. Mun was up here, and that's why it had a green dot, so I wouldn't forget. And whenever you start a phrase mun, and at the end of the phrase, you'll often see the word lawi. It's how they surround the phrase, mun lawi. So if you see lawi at the end of a sentence, and you look up in the sentence somewhere, you're going to find the word mun. Mun and lawi go together. They're friends. So the reason that we're bringing it out is because we are going to talk about a little bit of grammar, but not a lot. And let me show you why. This is the Huffman Grammar Book. So we don't want to spend a lot of time with the Huffman Grammar Book. And if you want to later, you can. That would be great. But I don't want to spend a lot of time with it now. But this is all the rules that regulate grammar. We're only going to learn a couple. Just like the Huffman rules, we only learn a couple. We don't drive you through the book. Same thing with grammar. So this is going to feel a little hard. It's going to feel like what we did in class. I'm going to bring it out, and I'm going to say, let it go. So that's what we're doing right now. We're letting it go. So grammar.